Hello and welcome back to another video, and some more stuff about Lady Decade coming out. I didn't even know about this until I'm putting this out on Monday, so I didn't know about it until last night when I saw BumFunGaming TV had made a video about it, and yeah, so go and subscribe to him. Now I won't sort of whatever I'm doing in this video, I'm using it under fair use. Because a lot of the letter was sent to Lady Decade and Top Hat Gaming Man. he's just blocked me on Twitter as well. I certainly again. I did from one account. I did send some tweets saying, replying to other people saying, "Hey," because he showed like a big picture of his. I think he said, "Oh, Facebook showed me this from 8 years ago." And it was a big picture of a whole room full of games. They said, "Oh, it's nice and tidy before kids came along," and I just commented on it saying, "Yeah, I'm sure you could sell off some of that and raise £500." And then he blocked me. Oh, what a shame. But anyway, yes, and then later on this evening or later on last night, as it will be when this video goes out, I came across this. So now it's a bit of a, it's not the sort of greatest quality here. So rather than, there is a bit more to it in another video, which I'm going to have to use, and it pains me to use it because it's a guy who's a horrible, nasty piece of work. Some people like him, but then a lot of people are deranged, and it all relates down to a guy who's sort of known as George Bum, who makes games for children under the name BumFunGaming. Yeah, you couldn't make it up. And there's some people who seem to think this guy's okay. Think it's funny, isn't it? Making games for kids under the name BumFunGaming. Bloody tax exile. Anyways, so this is before we go through the video. Now, when I go through the video, there's stuff that sort of names like excuse me, names Top Hat Gaming Man's name. I'm not going to use any names or whatever that they don't sort of use in real life, because the first part of the letter does mention the company name as well. So I'm not going to bring that into it. Which this not the individual who I'm not going to name any further. Well, I will in a minute when I'm going to show you something else. But yeah, if the picture sort of looks a bit sort of askew off the TV or off your phone or whatever, that's because I've just in editing I've just sort of shifted it off the screen. So yeah, the problem with him. So this is going to Facebook. George Cropper. That annoys me about Facebook. It always annoys me about Facebook, and I wish it would just stop doing that. Pops up bloody things and they never go away. So you have to click on the X to get rid of them, and then sort of the notification at the top then goes away just because I've hovered over it. So now I'll miss the notification. I fucking hate Facebook the way it behaves. So I made a post about Star Trek Beyond. This goes back to about 2016. That film came out. So I made this. I did a whole bunch of screenshots and put them on Facebook, and you can see them. It's a public thread. You can see it. If you think George Cropper, aka George Bum, is okay, just have a look at this. I think I'll put a link in the video description, if I remember. Just see what I put here about this grunting oddball. Anyway, after derailing the thread of my post about Star Trek Beyond yesterday, which I went to see at the cinema, by turning it into a ZX Spectrum Vega hate attack, he put screenshots of it on his profile and gave me a barrage of abuse when I asked him to remove them. One of the screenshots is included here, along with what I have of the post that followed. But he's since removed the screenshots and unfriended me. What a pathetic and sad little man. I can be doing without bullies like him and his mates. So yeah, George Cropper, aka George Bum, is a bully. And if you like him, then you support bullies, and you obviously have issues. So we'll go to one of these, and well, I said and his mates, but half the time he just the other people he sort of talks to, including in this thread, are himself with alt accounts. So I just put a lame reboot movie and a very poor rip-off of Khan. Which one was this? Oh, that was. Wait, sorry. I was sort of referring to the first two films in the series. Lame reboot movie and the very poor rip-off of Khan, because that's what the 2009 and the 2013 films were like. I hope Star Trek Beyond doesn't incur my wrath, but will the fourth be with them? With the death of Anton Yelchin, the rebooted TV series next year, and the fact that Into Darkness didn't exactly set the box office alight compared to the budget and promotion costs, I'm not so sure. I actually quite enjoyed Star Trek Beyond. Saw it again on TV a few weeks ago. They showed it on quite late on a Sunday evening. But yeah, I quite enjoyed it. It's obviously the bit with the Beastie Boys is brilliant. But yeah, I'm getting a bit sick of Idris Elba because he's the same bloody thing in everything. So he was obviously the baddie in that film. So he did like a screenshot because he's just a fucking weirdo. And yeah. Anyway, so this is my thread. Basically turned Star Trek into Die Hard in space. They've already announced the next one. That doesn't mean anything though. We're still waiting for Star Trek 4, of course. I'm still waiting for that. It's not. Wish they'd come out with it. Then again, what's his name? Tarantino said he was down to direct. Can you imagine a Star Trek film directed by Tarantino? That'd be quite interesting. But then the whole thing sort of fell apart, and I'd be quite interested to see Chris Hemsworth. I get my Hemsworths mixed up. Chris Hemsworth, aka Thor. Be interesting to see him back as Pike. Don't tell him Pike. Anyway, so George Cropper, he decided to derail it by going on about the Vega Plus. Replied with a sticker, but I guess unless I clicked into the message, I wouldn't see the sticker. I don't know. This is sort of Facebook 2016. They keep changing everything every 5 minutes, and now it's got a shitty thing where I've got my profile and I've got a page, and I used to be able to use both quite happily without having to do anything. Now I've got to, if I want to use one instead of the other, I've got to click on a Switch Now button. So that's like 2 clicks to do that. And then I sort of do what I'm doing in my page there, and then I've got to click it all again to get out of it. Similar if you want to post something, and it's like the default I've set is to friends. If I want to do it as a public post, I used to just be able to press public once, and then it would just go back and carry on. Now I've got to press public and then done. It's just stupid. They just keep fucking it up at every turn. So Peter said that, then I said it reminds me of every action film after that was called Die Hard, etc. Few films can be as good as Die Hard, but is this one beyond the pale or beyond measure? We've got to write me a review. I think that made me laugh at the time. I can't remember why now. Oh yeah, because of Beyond. Yes. Yeah, and then as Lee says, they're not recasting Chekhov. But yeah, I think if they were going to do it, they'd get Jayla. It was I can't remember what alien she was. But she was very nice. So yeah, so then I said, according to IMDb, Chris Hemsworth is back as George Kirk. George Kirk, sorry, yeah, not. Where did I get Pike from? I know there's a Pike in the Star Wars lexicon. I don't know. I'm not too well up on the Star Trek. Sorry. Although when they had Star Trek, the motion picture and the director's edition at the cinema recently, which I went to go and see at Cineworld Didsbury, I wore my Star Wars T-shirt. So I should be appearing as George Bum. 20,000 years into the future, still no sign of the Vega. Ha ha ha. So I should be grunting in the middle to. Still no sign of the Vega. Sounds like he's straining for a poo. So I told him, enough, pack it in. How was the film, by the way? Just blah 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 blah. And then he just yes, to start another 10 posts of doing that when he doesn't even know where. This must have been in a Facebook group. Sort of actually providing some facts to refute my claims. So just George, he's just a fucking weirdo. What else we got? Oh yes, this is on my this is on my page, my post profile, whatever. How did I have this Jamie Bull on there as well? So Jamie Bull was whatever George, one of his old accounts. What's ridiculous is people defending this. Is the Vega your dad or something? It's a piece. Yeah. So it's just absolutely. This is what George Cropper is like. This is what he's like. You can. I'm not going to read it all out. You can read it if you want to. But that's George Cropper, George arsehole in a nutshell. What else we got? Oh, and then I just screenshotted some emails when he removed the comments. Why should he remove this? It's his wall. He can say what he wants. It wasn't. He was posting it. He was posting it on my thing. Either that or he's posting it. I'm trying. This came through to me. It was George Cropper's photo. But if he's posting libelous stuff about me, then he can't say what he wants. Because you're not supposed to do that. That's probably the internet these days. Say something people don't agree with, and it's a trip on the entitlement train, and dolls fully out the pram. Are you a grown man? I draw your attention to the boy's own song. I don't even know which one that was. I actually remove this. I don't understand you, mate. What is it meant to mean? Because you want something to happen. Should everyone instantly bow to you down in the bay? So this is in the days when you used to actually get the comments sent to you as emails. Well, do you still get that now? I don't know. I think if I do still get them, I filter them into another folder. Otherwise, it just clogs up my bloody inbox. Another. Whether that's George in an alt account or one of those sick freaks who likes him, God knows. You can read that if you want. I'm just sort of he's just a ranting moron. He really is a ranting moron. When I go through the video, I'm not even gonna play his bloody voice because it's just weird. You can read if you want to. I'm not gonna go through it because I want to just get to the whole point of this video was about Lady Decade. Blah 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 blah. Just weirdo, sick freak. Yeah, and they say he deleted things eventually and then unfriended me. What a shame. How do I live? How do I live without you? I want to. No, I don't want to know. So yeah, then George again as the alt account. So I think that's the last one. Yeah. So now we go on to. So this is a video about Lady Decade's legal documents. So yeah, if we come to something that Windy Pops that lists the name of him or the name of either. If it lists either real names, I'll just shove that off the screen because I'm not really good at trying to. I'm not going to sort of put it through. Well, it'll go through Premiere Pro, but I'm not good at sort of trying to cover up parts of a screen. So I'll just shove it off the side, and I'll figure it out as I go. So blah blah blah. It was just said like, dear Mr. and Mrs. So and so. Then we come to there's a sort of la 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 la. It's come to my attention you've made unlicensed use. One thing I'll also have to push off the screen, even though it's got a watermark on this particular letter, I don't want to show it. It's got that picture of Ray Harryhausen, and I don't want to get done for that. Windy Pops. It's come to my attention that you made unlicensed use of one of my photographic works. The photograph question, my portrait of the late Ray Harryhausen, has been included in a video titled Altered Beast, the game that refuses to die. Retro Gaming History, as published in April 4th, 2021, where it's displayed from timestamps 235 to 239 at a resolution of HD. So this is the video which she claimed to not seem to understand what was going on, or try to make it sound like that, just so she could get thousands of dollars and pounds in simp donations because they're a disgusting pair of shits, the pair of them, and I'm talking about her and Top Hat Gaming Man, not any other pair you might be able to see on screen during this video. So they're just ghastly people, and people will remember this. If they go to a gaming convention, and they do like a Q&A or something, as I've seen them do before, or at least I've seen him on stage. People will ask them, "What about this?" And right live in front of everyone, they won't be able to get out of it. We all know that she was sort of pretending, I don't know, I got a WhatsApp email, I don't know, who sends a WhatsApp message? I have no record of you or anyone claiming association with you. Contact me at any date prior to April 4th, 2021 to request a license to reproduce my photograph The late Mr. Harryhausen for inclusion in your video. As the sole author and rights holder of the photograph in question, no other person or entity has the right, title or permission to distribute, display, reproduce, sell or offer licenses to make use of this photograph. Reproduce, sell or offer licenses to make use of the photograph. I'm sort of about 2/3 of the way through a video from BumFunGaming TV. If you have a look at it, it's on his channel. Tipster's he calls it Tipster's terrible take, on who's just like starts off by saying, we watched the whole video, but it starts off by saying, oh, these people are friends of mine, and then so he can't have any sort of impartial view on it whatsoever. And he just says, oh, it's fair use, when it's obviously not fair use, and that's what these oddball, these fucking pair try to get away with, when you can't. I'm not listening to his voice. I guess that's sort of zooming on all the games. Based on the size, duration, scope, and other factors, I tried to find the actual letter online, and I couldn't find it with a quick Google. Maybe it's gone, I don't know. But so that's why I'm just going through this. Based on the size, duration, scope, and other factors relating to published use of my work, my lost licensing revenues are calculated to be at least £470.52, with the specifics used to calculate this fee shown as item number 3 on page 5 of this letter. Oh yeah, it's a 5-page letter. So yeah, I'll sort of push this off to the side. So select usage terms, £470.52, a media file distributed over the internet using streaming media technology. A webcast may either be distributed live or on demand. And so, right, so I thought it was going to be like a 6-month use. So he allows it for up to 2 years. License start date April the 4th, 2021. So we're now August 2022, so if she paid that up, then they'd have the rights to use it up until April the 3rd, 2023. And then, yeah, they could, they could just clip out the bit of the video, I suppose. And again, of course, she lied about how, we've thrown a copyright strike, which she may have done. We never saw any proof of that. But even if they had filed a copyright strike, she said, oh, I can't access our channel. Well, of course you can. You just go through the patronising copyright school, and then you get access to your channel again, and then you can sort out the video, like clipping out the part that that this relates to. My photograph of Mr. Harryhausen was provided under license to the New York Times via my former agent, Wire Image, a wholly owned subsidiary of Getty Images, on May 7, 2013. However, it was removed from Getty Images distribution network on November 11, 2013, owing to my decision to terminate my contract with Getty on that date, and since then my portrait photograph has only been available from my own archive. So I thought it was still with Getty Images, but it's not. But either way, you've still got to pony up the dough, which she's pretending she doesn't know anything about. I presume that's the video link to the original video. A copy of this video file has been retained on my systems to serve as evidence of your published use of my work. I'll just flick through some more. Based on the size, did I read this bit out before? I think it's part of this. So we've read out the top bit before. It bears mentioning that this fee represents the undiscounted rate that would have been charged if a request to use my portrait photograph of Mr. Harryhausen had been made in advance of publication for the duration of actual use to date, and does not reflect the heads of damage, costs and statutory interest that would otherwise be available to me if this matter were to be litigated. So, the New York Times published use of my work may be viewed at the following URL, where you notice it's accompanied by a byline credit clearly stating Martin McNeil, Wire Image, by Getty Images. There's the link there. Obviously I'm not going to show that link because I don't want to show a picture of Ray Harryhausen. If the fee is promptly remitted, I will consider the matter resolved. Such payment would form retroactive license for prior use of my photograph of Mr. Harryhausen, and I can furnish you with a combined invoice license document to this effect. This message is sent by way of efforts to settle this matter outside formal actions without prejudice to my rights and claims, which are expressly reserved, and I look forward to your reply no later than 2 weeks after your receipt of this letter. So he's actually being very reasonable. It's just, she's pretending to be shitting her pants, and she's in front of thousands of pounds worth of games. So there's nothing else more to the letter there. I'll just go back to have a background of BumFunGaming TV's video. So go and watch his video, and subscribe to him. Don't subscribe to the other guy. Or you can look at, but I will put a link to the what's it? All that shit, because that's what he's like. Be careful who you see as a god. Anyways, I'll get this video online now, because as I sort of put this, as I record this, it's gone up past 12. But at least it's the Monday, 29th of August is a bank holiday, so we get a day off. So that's good. Every Monday should be a day off. When we had the Queen's, whatever it was, Platinum Jubilee, 70th. It was a Thursday, Friday, and then a Saturday, Sunday, and that completely threw me. I'd rather have had the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But then was it either the first or the second was the coronation date? So I can't blame. I'm not a fan of the Queen. I'm not a fan of the royal family, but I can't blame her for the date that she was coronation, whatever the word is. Coroned. I can't blame her for that date, because that would be out of her hands, and she wouldn't know that 70 years down the line it was just going to confuse me over the bank holiday. So, for anyone who did get to this video late when I do the premiere, because people always miss sort of the first few minutes, I will put a link to this. Fucking hell, brain has gone. It's too late. This photo album of this bloody weirdo who just, there we are, George Cropper, BumFunGaming. He's just a fucking weirdo. He's just a sick bastard. Oh, that's it. We're covering a bunch of sick bastards. Him, Top Hat Gaming Man, and Lady Decade. Out of this lot, there's only me and Bum and Me TV who are not sick bastards. So, well, I had a lot of alcohol the other night, so I was very nearly sick. So, that wasn't really. I was more tired than anything else. But anyways, that's enough of my rambling for now. In the meantime, please like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, click on the bell for all the notifications, and cue Genesis.